Ryan Carter was known everywhere as the sharp, fearless billionaire who built his empire from nothing. But behind all the power and money, there was a man who deeply loved his mother, Maria, and his 7-year-old daughter, Lily. They were his world. Since his wife's passing years ago, Ryan's only wish was to protect them and give them happiness. When he met Elena, a woman of stunning beauty and charm, he thought he had finally found someone who could also bring love back into his life. She was graceful in public, spoke softly, and acted like the perfect fiancée. Everyone praised Ryan's choice. Even Maria, though cautious, smiled and told her son, "If you're happy, Ryan, then I'm happy too." But Maria couldn't shake off a strange unease about Elena. It was in the way Elena's eyes hardened when no one else was watching, or how her smile seemed too polished. Lily, innocent and honest, sometimes whispered, "Grandma, I don't like her. She looks at me like she's mad." Maria dismissed it gently. "She's just nervous, sweetheart. Soon, she'll love you." Ryan never noticed the mask Elena wore, until one fateful afternoon. Ryan was supposed to fly in from a business trip late at night. Elena thought she had the whole day to herself at his mansion. She had carefully hidden her disdain for Ryan's family for months, believing once the wedding happened, she would control everything. That afternoon, Maria and Lily were sitting in the sunny garden, tending to the flowers. Maria loved roses, and Lily enjoyed watering them. The two were laughing together, their bond warm and pure. Elena, watching from the balcony, seethed. "Always in my way," she hissed. "Ryan's blind devotion to them disgusts me. After the wedding, I'll make sure they know their place." Her anger boiling, she carried a bucket filled with dirty water from cleaning the floor. She tiptoed toward the balcony railing directly above where Maria and Lily sat. Maria bent down to tie Lily's shoelace when she suddenly felt a chilling shadow over her. The next moment, a splash of filthy, smelly water rained down on them. Lily screamed as her dress was drenched, and Maria gasped, shocked and trembling. Elena leaned over the balcony, smirking. "Oops," she said coldly, "my hand must have slipped." Tears welled up in Lily's eyes. "Grandma, why did she do that?" Maria clenched her jaw, trying to stay calm for her granddaughter's sake. She looked up at Elena and said firmly, "God is watching everything you do." Elena scoffed. "Oh, spare me your sermons. You two are nothing. Once I marry Ryan, this house, this life, it will all be mine. And you'll both be thrown out like the trash you are." At that very moment, Ryan's black limousine pulled into the driveway. He had returned hours earlier than expected, hoping to surprise his mother and daughter with gifts he'd picked up from abroad. As he walked toward the garden, he froze at the horrifying scene before him, his beloved mother and daughter soaked in filth, trembling, while Elena stood above them, laughing cruelly. Ryan's heart stopped. His blood boiled. "Elena!" His roar shook the air. Elena jerked back, her face pale. "Ryan, I didn't see you there." Ryan stormed up the steps and into the house, his eyes blazing. Within seconds, he stood before her. "What did you just do to them?" His voice was low, deadly. Elena stammered, It was an accident, I swear." "The bucket, don't you dare lie to me." Ryan cut her off, his fists clenched. "I saw it with my own eyes. You poured dirty water on my mother and my daughter. The two people I love most in this world." Tears streamed down Lily's face as Maria hugged her tightly, whispering comfort. Ryan's chest tightened at the sight of their pain. He turned back to Elena, his voice trembling with rage. "Do you think my money makes you queen of this house? Do you think you can hurt them and I'd never find out?" Elena's mask cracked. Her eyes blazed with hatred. "Why not? They're nothing but dead weight. Your mother is old and weak. Your daughter is just a spoiled little brat. I'm the one you should be worshipping, Ryan. With me, you have beauty, class, and a partner fit for a billionaire." Ryan stepped closer, his face inches from hers, his words like ice. "You made one fatal mistake, Elena. You thought love could be bought. You thought cruelty could be hidden. But today, you showed me who you really are." He pulled the diamond engagement ring from his pocket, the same one he had once placed on her hand with hope, and threw it onto the floor. "We're finished." Elena gasped. "You can't do this to me. After everything." Ryan cut her off again, his voice thunderous. "Get out of my house. Now, before I call security and have you dragged out." Maria watched silently, her hand stroking Lily's hair. She saw justice unfold in her son's eyes, the same fire his late wife once admired. Elena's fury erupted. "You'll regret this. No one rejects me," she spat, before storming out, slamming the door so hard it rattled the walls. The garden was silent again, except for Lily's quiet sobs. Ryan rushed to them, kneeling on the ground. "Mom, Lily, I'm so sorry. I should have listened. I should have seen her for who she was." Maria placed a gentle hand on his cheek. "Don't blame yourself, son. Evil wears a pretty mask. But truth always comes to light." Lily sniffled and clung to her father. "Daddy, please don't let anyone hurt us again." Ryan hugged her tightly, his voice breaking. "Never, sweetheart, never again. I'll protect you both with my life." That night, Ryan had the mansion staff cleanse the garden and replace the soil where the dirty water had fallen. He wanted no stain, no trace of Alina's cruelty left behind. Days later, rumors spread quickly in the city, about how the billionaire had broken off his engagement after catching his fiancée mistreating his family. Some people were shocked, others whispered they weren't surprised. Ryan didn't care. All that mattered was his mother's peaceful smile and his daughter's laughter returning to the house. He realized then that true love wasn't found in glittering appearances or polished words. It was in the quiet strength of a mother, the innocent trust of a child, and the loyalty of those who stood by him when the world pretended to care. Ryan promised himself that when love came again, it would be pure, kind, and deserving of the two angels he cherished most. And as the sun rose over the Carter estate, Maria and Lily were back in the garden, laughing as they tended their roses, with Ryan watching over them, his heart stronger, his vision clearer, and his family safe once more.